Stephen A., we are not going to let you get on Gil's Arena looking like Marty Marr when he lost his CD player and play the victim. We're not going to let you do that. Hell no. Let's start from the top. Weeks ago, you got on Stephen A. Smith's show saying LeBron's camp, some people close to LeBron James contacted me about, criticizing him as a father. And then immediately followed that up with LeBron's sensitivity is over the top. You can't say, he's having a bad game. He's not getting back on defense because you're hating. Hey, nobody said anything about on-court criticism. Nobody said nothing about that. But when you're talking about somebody as a father and criticizing that, that's off the floor. Again, we're going to get to Bronny and what should and should not be on limits, on and off limits. But let's start here. Again, you said somebody contacted you and you said that irritated the hell out of you. So you were unreceptive and took zero accountability on that fact. Okay, so let's fast forward. You do a segment talking about Bron last week on your podcast, and you got Bronny's low lights playing in the back. That's uncalled for. But again, we're not even talking about that. You know why Bron had a problem with you, and if you don't, we'll run the clip. Now that you can see and now that you know is about what you said about him as a father, and he rolled up on you. And guess what? You don't get to dictate the terms when somebody roll up on you. Time after time, you are on record saying, oh, this guy know where to find me. I'm in all of the arenas. I'm this and I'm that and I'm here and I ain't hard to find. Okay, cool. He found you and rolled up on you. And now what? Oh, I thought that was weak. I thought that was bullshit. He could have had somebody, this out of your own mouth. He could have had somebody call me, or Rich Paul could have called me and told me he wanted, hey, you don't get to dictate the terms when you disrespect somebody. Nigga, it's on site, and that's the first time he's seen you. And you sitting right there. So again, you don't get to dictate the terms, nigga, and that's your problem. You want all of this to be on your terms. Why? You said after that, oh, and then I would have came on the next day and said, hey, I didn't even look at it. No, nigga, that's the way you want it to play out. Nobody is abiding by your terms. You were in the wrong. You went on Gil's Arena and gave every sob story in the world on why you were the victim. And you're not. You're not. Nobody can answer Nick Young's question on if you have such a problem with Bronny being on the Lakers, why you ain't never said nothing about Thanasis? Your response, oh, well, Giannis needed somebody to feel more comfortable. Is Giannis the only overseas player in the league? Why Jokic brothers ain't on the team? If that's an excuse. And can we look to the G League stats? Because again, did Bronny play well in that Knick game that you were referring to? No. Criticize that and criticize his on-the-court play. But to bring LeBron in that conversation is absolutely ridiculous. And again, if you want to criticize his NBA play, that's not a problem. But if there are players that are drafted around his area playing well and playing better, please let me know. Or are those guys playing as well, if not better, in the G League? We can go through the names. 54, 56, 57, 53, 52. What are they doing? Go look them up. They're not averaging 21, 5, and 5 in the G League. Stephen A., you talk all this shit. You say you cover the NBA. You say you watch games. So now I'm going to challenge you. Why haven't you said one word about Pacon Dadit? Most people probably don't even know that name. You want to know why? He was drafted in the first round this year by his favorite team, the New York Knicks. His stats, his NBA stats look very similar to Bronny's. Very similar to Bronny's. You ain't heard him say one word about him. He was drafted in the first round, which means you got guaranteed and more expectations. So why can't we have a conversation about any of them and what they're not doing on the NBA level? We're not even talking about G League. What they're not doing on the NBA level with expectations. This is a 55th pick we're talking about. This is a kid, again, you want to blame LeBron. Oh, this is LeBron's fault. You did this. Did what? No, he never said he had a problem with you criticizing his own court play. He spent 22 years saying nothing to you all, including your man Skip Bayless that you all of a sudden cool with again and can't wait to get the opportunity to be with again because of this shit with LeBron. He spent 22 years letting y'all drag his name in the mud for any and everything for clicks, views, likes, and all that other bullshit, which equates to money. And didn't say nothing. And continues to not say nothing to y'all. But again, when you cross the line, you got to get checked. Period. Blame LeBron all you want to, but take accountability for your own actions, bruh. This could have been avoided. If you would have kept it to on the court criticism, this could have been avoided. Period. End of story, man. But this is ridiculous. And then again, you didn't have much to say on the spot, which for whatever reason, okay, cool. But you ain't have nothing to say on the spot. Then you want to parade your ass on motherfucking podcasts and after podcasts and going with Skip Bayless talking shit and you talking shit on all this other shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't had that energy. But you missed the big bad, man, when it come to everything else. And you talking about, oh yeah, you know where to find me. Okay, cool, he found you, nigga. Now what? It's not gonna always be on your terms. And guess what? That's not how you evaluate a character of a man and a character of a stand-up motherfucker. Guess what? If you catch me on or off guard, you gonna get the same motherfucking reaction or the same motherfucking response. And when you wrong, you wrong. You knew you was wrong, so ain't nothing to argue, nigga. You wanna come on the back end and try to play PR games. That's crazy. So again, this is ridiculous. Keep it on the court. If you have something to say about Bronny on the court, that's cool. But to blame LeBron saying, oh, this is all your fault. Hey, last time I checked, LeBron don't coach the Lakers. So he didn't sub that nigga in versus the Knicks that game. He didn't do that. Talk to JJ Redick. Which we already been down that rabbit hole of you not wanting to give credit and give credit when it's due. But cool, okay, cool. You have a problem with him checking in the game in the first quarter? Talk to JJ Redick. LeBron not making that sub. You out of pocket, man. Period. You out of pocket. And to parade your ass on these goddamn shows acting like you in the right and, oh, everybody leave me alone or I'm just alone on it. Yeah, you are alone because you dead wrong. And when you wrong, just take accountability. That's what this whole video is about. Accountability. The first rule in journalism. Be accountable. When you right, you right. When you wrong, you wrong. And you dead wrong. Just be accountable and move on. Stop acting like a bitch and going to gossip everywhere about shit that don't matter. You want to bring up, oh, what the scouts was saying and what this was saying. Nigga, none of that shit matters. Bronny is here. He's out playing some niggas a lot of niggas in the G League. And in the league, he has not figured it out yet. Period. And that's okay for a 55th pick. Period. So again, bruh, miss me with the bullshit. Go get a new wardrobe and stay the fuck out of niggas' business that don't concern basketball. This nigga Bronny almost died last year, bruh. Almost died. And you got the nerve to say, I'm pleading with you as a father, like he's putting Bron in some type of serious harm's way? Nigga, this is basketball. This is basketball, bruh. This shit is bigger than just a game, nigga. This is life. This his son. This his firstborn. That nigga almost died on the court, nigga. So you best believe I want that nigga right next to me. What you mean, bruh? Bron been in the league 22 years. Bronny ain't 22. So that means his whole life he been on the road. And you mean I get the opportunity to be with my son for more days than not? Yes, sign me up. That's the worst thing in the world? Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Like I said, when you right, and when you wrong, and you're dead wrong. Stephen A., you on that bullshit, man. And I gotta call you out, man. Do better, man. Be better. Because this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. And I'm sorry. I was about to end the video, but I'm sorry. For him to act like this is something that have not gone on in the NBA for a long time. For any new NBA watchers, NBA viewers, you may be new to this because of the social media era and all this. But before social media, this happened all the time. People get rolled up on. You say something reckless, you talk crazy. Back then, journalism was a real thing. So papers will come out, articles will come out, and people disagree with it. They gonna come say something to you. It don't matter where you at. And he's on record saying that. Somebody will come say something to you at the gas station. It don't matter. It's on site. So, hey, you should have picked better seats, nigga. Or go sit up high somewhere. If you don't want to be approached, then don't be in the vicinity. Period. Come on, man. So don't act like no hoe out here going trying to gossip all this other bullshit that don't make sense. Address the motherfucking situation, take accountability, and move on.